So this is one of my very favorite trees in the whole like 50-mile radius. This is a cucumber tree magnolia, and if you just look up, their leaves get as big as the entire length of my arm. And another thing that's really special about this particular cucumber tree magnolia, you see how it's growing in a cluster with so many different, a number of different trees in it, 11 or 12. So anytime you're in nature and you come upon a tree that does not normally grow in a cluster, that is growing in a cluster, what's happening is that beneath the earth, that the ley lines have all rushed toward one particular spot and created a cone or a spiral of energy. And what's happening beneath the earth here pulls the trees in to grow in this cluster type of expression. So anytime you can get inside of them, you can't always, but anytime you can get inside of a cluster and just get really, and just get really, really still and breathe, what this energy does is it helps the body return to homeostasis. So it brings you out of your mind, into the moment, and you automatically are just delivered to peace.
Now that's interesting. I've spent a fair amount of time in Russia, and it's common there when they're in a beautiful area, they'll hug a tree, and they feel that brings them strength.
We're tree huggers here. Too.
But you're talking about being more in the aura, whatever you call it, within the cone.
The energy field of the tree, right? So there's 3 life force energies on the planet that make up everything. That's electric, which is masculine, magnetic, which is feminine, and electromagnetic, which is a harmonizing of the two. So if you have places such as these clusters where you get all 3 of those life force energies in one place, it just brings everything back into balance. It feels, very peaceful. So I just wanted to share one of my favorite trees with you.
Thank you.
So Darlene
Are we
is
going to fit in here
entering
together?
into the Vortex cluster. Sure you can.
One at a time?
No, you can do it any way that you want. But it is good to kind of forget about each other and just kind of tune into your own self.
Go into your own self. Don't touch me.
Breathe.
How long would you spend in the cluster?
Oh, I feel that.
Well, it's different for every person. I'll tell you.
I felt that.
Right?
Yeah, it's right.
Right? And then you don't want to come out.
Right.
It's like, do I have to go back to where the chaos is?
Oh my, I felt that.
So I did a retreat once, and there was a bunch of guys and also in the retreat, and they hoisted me up there so I could sit up on top of the dragon. I'd always wanted to do that, but I had to have help.
Well, who named it?
It's been,
Been
hey, Giant Bodhi. It's been that name for as long as I've lived here, 28 years, so I don't know where that originally came from.
Wow, dragon tree. Well, I can certainly see how it got its name. Holy cow.
It's very special. It's very well known. I bet you Google that on the internet and it'll pull it up.
So it's at the eyes
Yep,
and the nose?
yep, and little bit of horns,
Right.
teeny little horns, and
Now, a gentleman always takes his hat off before he kisses the dragon, and then you hold it gently so it won't flare. Here's to you, dragon, and thank you. You're lovely.